Well, hello everyone. I'm really enjoying this Layle by Mail journal. Now, it is intended for spring and summer. I think I might extend it into the fall. I just really love when journals have like this cohesiveness of the same maker throughout. So, what I noticed when I did my July is that I skipped over June. So, this is why I'm backtracking. So, I did July in the last little Layle by Mail little journal entry, and I will link that below, so if you haven't seen it, it's there. But really, all of this is three pictures that I printed out on my Canon Ivy that I thought would be a lovely tribute to the month of June. I am super big on just using scraps around, as you may know. So the three that I just really enjoyed was the circle I had cut out for July. I wanted to extend and use the other part, which is just the top of one of the 3x4 cut aparts, journal cards. And I don't mind actually using the sky picture that I printed out in my Canon Ivy kind of like as a backdrop. It's too small to actually see what's in the picture, which is, by the way, in June I went to Disney, and that is a very far away picture of Disney. So I know what it is, but there is nothing else to see. But I loved the blue and the sky, and it just felt summery and lovely. What I also enjoy doing, which I think you figured out by now, is using die cuts or ephemera or whatever as not as it's intended. I love to chop things up. I love to repurpose them, and that's what I love to do with some of the ones that were included in the kit. Now on to the next page. I have Eli, who was on the top part, with his championship ring. We went over to Indiana and went to a baseball tournament. It was a very long weekend, but it was his last of the summer season, and so that was fun for him to win the championship. So I just took a little picture for him. I don't use the rub-ons that came in the spring summer pack very often. I also bought some extra, so I have literally 4 or 5 sheets of just rub-ons. I could do many spreads just using them. And then I also love using, this journal card section, and I'm rounding the corners of it. It's meant to be just kind of a sampler, but I love the small nature of all of those patterns. So that is its backdrop. And that picture, of course, is my dearest and loveliest Pepper. And it is time to add some texture by ripping this journal card. What I love about the way this layout is coming together is subconsciously, unintentionally, I really did put the Hello Good Times, the summer, and the June, which are all in the same font. Normally I like to mix up fonts, but this one, it worked out so perfectly that they're in a triangle, highlighting the things around them, and making like this cohesive spread. And then obviously I just need to journal about what I will not remember in 10 years about this moment and how important it was for Eli and where it was. So just some quick journaling. I would love to journal more in computer form, print it out. It just ruins the flow for me sometimes unless I do it intentionally. Then, of course, adding a date. That's the one thing, if you take away from Layle by Mail, she says always date everything. And I have looked through some journals in the past, assuming I will remember them. I will not. I did not. And now, just a few years later, do not remember the dates. So if you learned one thing, just add a date and the future year will thank you. I love scraps and found that one, and I thought it would be a good little spacer between the journal. and the date. If you've never bought Layle by Mail's beautiful rub-ons, I highly suggest it. They really are of very great quality. I find them to be just as good as the Cocoa Daisy rub-ons if you're in the market. Obviously adds low bulk, no bulk, and the error on my part. I just pulled it up before it was fully on, and then I just added a squiggly line around the edge just to soften the edges to make it not look like I intentionally goofed. What I like about Layle by Mail's rub-ons is that she always offers some negative spaces, like so that one I could write on in the interior instead of having to find a special pen or something that will show up better and not like, you know, scratch through. And so that's the one thing I wish Cocoa Daisy would do, just a really, really minor thing, is create some sort of outline, some frames, just come off with those one-off products. And I'm hoping that they take all of that in and channel that into the store and have these products that aren't always full of color and loveliness, and just have some basic staples in their store when they open, hopefully by 2027. That's my hope for them. Rounding out the final little bits of this journal page, more is sometimes more, and I knew I needed something, but I wanted to grab a gray Tombow instead. Thought that would be a great option for just kind of bringing this all together. And I think that's why Layle by Mail always does some sort of border around. It kind of pulls your eye in, makes it refocus. There's just a lot going on, and to force your eye to kind of look at all of the parts and pieces as a whole instead of units. I think that's one of her great attributes that she does teach. But I had such a fun, quick journal session here. I hope you enjoyed this style. Sometimes I really enjoy just creating and not having to think and talk. And sometimes it's just a nice breath of fresh air to sit back, relax, and enjoy and be a part of the journal spread, as well as being a part of your viewing pleasure here on Patreon. Thanks so much, guys, and I will talk to you again very soon.